Michigan, as today one of the fiercest rivalries in college basketball is renewed. Michigan, dream about as a kid. It's Michigan State. We're taking over in 1995. And today it's all about his guards. Cassius Winston, who is not only 13,000, and we're off and running.
Grand Hills.
Plus it is for the Spartans. Of course, also Joshua Langford going down last month with that foot injury as McQuaid is bumped by
that as an excuse, has his team prepared and feeling like they can.
About his struggles, particularly against Simpson. I think he's going to have to.
Matthews will sit. We'll see how long Beeline keeps Matthews on the bench as McQuaid.
So devastating with the bounce.
Michigan has struggled at times, surprisingly, this year with their offense.
Simpson loves that little baby hook. Runner, it's put back by Teske.
Lock out the big man. Simpson with that raftery hook shot, unable to convert with Teske on the glass. And a three-point play opportunity, Coach.
Call your attorney. There's an age bias suit coming that way. Able to body up and finish.
The last season was down with injury. This year, a much bigger role among the leaders in the country, and blocks leads the Big Ten as Goins answers. In general, a huge improvement for Goins as bodies flying all over the place. Livers from deep.
That is all Simpson. Anything loose, he owns. You don't want to get in the fight with that kid.
That's Aaron Henry fight baskets. Henry, who's become a starter since the injury to Langford, playing big minutes. Livers a little bit short. Look at Teske wreaking havoc. There aren't many rivalries in the sport that compare to this. You know about one of them.
Thomas had the temerity to say it. No, I guess this is going to be great for his career, I think. Stepping up. We need a lot from him.
Tillman had a career-high 19 points in that victory over Rutgers on Wednesday night. That come from behind win as Preston.
A mismatch.
Every time he gets it, there's an awareness right here. They're double-teaming him, making sure he gets rid of the ball.
He does.
Tillman inside.
He knows people.
Is irate. And Cassius Winston dropping a dime to Tillman inside. 2-point game on CBS. You watch Michigan practice, I'm not sure there's any coach who's more technical as Tillman bangs his way inside and goes glass. So I should say Simpson holding. He's been the catalyst for the Wolverines all season, the junior.
They got the great job finding Livers.
In their victory at Minnesota on Thursday, and already 7 points in this game. McQuaid, the pump fake, splash.
And Raph, that's the guy.
Really pursuing some offense now that they don't have the obvious guys.
This is Livers. Still 15 seconds to shoot. Simpson trying to fend off Winston. Magically, local point guard. And he has gotten the better of Winston so far in their careers. Goins from deep. That's good.
And once again, Cassius
Winston, Michigan State third in the country, averaging 19.5 assists per game. Livers from downtown.
Tremendous, only giving up 9 a game.
Winston. And he's so savvy. Arms. Spartans at this end have hit 5 of their last 6. Goins. As Matthews on his back, beautifully done. Heavy territory and recruited the
away with him, huh? Nice split.
Look at Winston.
Brought him a little bit out of their comfort zone on the offensive side.
So you can really solidify or enhance.
To get the quality wins that are so meaningful with the committee as they review the teams. And that time of year, just around the corner for Tom Izzo, checks in for the first time.
He can make some shots now. He's a good deep shooter.
Shot clock down to 2. Winston!
And that right there just
against Michigan and specifically against Xavier Simpson. This is Eli Brooks.
That's the one area he's got to get better, but Snake is really scrappy under there.
Taking a couple of cracks at it. And right now, down 4.
Look again.
Tillman, excellent position, surrounded outside the Goins. That's a 3.
And great awareness.
5 points, was 2 of 7 from the field. What a start for him. 4 of 5. He's got 11, and he's hit 3 from deep. Simpson with the answers up Winston. There comes Poole in the open floor. Goins is back. And that will be an interference basketball.
It might have been fouled there, but definitely the ball was on the cylinder. It looked as though Michigan State Gabe Brown just touched the basketball.
A minute to 90 seconds. That was McQuaid on a long two.
Githier's got to pay attention defensively. Look at that. Played really active without the basketball.
Tillman
Got to attack a little bit.
Here comes Arns to the rack. Still no sign of him on the team, coach.
Yep.
They need him in this game.
This is unbelievable. You can hear coming out of the locker room.
Hasn't had much luck. That back injury. His pull is swallowed up.
He's going to need a lot of minutes. Tom's going to try and rest him. I don't know how and when. Nice look.
Unbelievable vision. Tillman.
Got numbers here. Rastakis had a shot.
Simpson. Wow. Matthews a 2-on-2. Now to Simpson. Inside. Well done by Michigan State.
But long. Nice pick and slip.
Here's Rastakis poked away by Winston. And no one back for the Wolverines. 6 to shoot. Matthews.
Good driver.
Oh, blow by.
A little lunge.
First points for the senior out of Chicago. Matthews
does that beautiful ball fake.
Look at Goins putting it back.
Well, they overload one side, win some, 2 men on the other.
Look at Poole, the crossover.
And played P.J. Carlissimo for the reunion.
Greg Clark set standing by. We'll get you caught up around college basketball. Comeback against Rutgers earlier this week on Wednesday night.
There's that automatic switching. And look at Teske roll. This is where he's tough. He's got a hook shot. He's got a little power game. He gets to the free throw line. Mentioned the threes, but the reaction, boy, that's filling the gaps pretty good, huh?
Improved his game from last season. His shooting.
Of Mo Wagner, John Beilein guys needed him to take his game to a different. Saw Xavier Tillman come in a moment ago. Here he is with the basketball.
Great defense. Nice cut by Winston. Good not call.
McQuaid, that's a 3. Here's Poole.
Big time talent this kid has.
Turn in the corner, and it looked like
nice hustle play.
Dropping a dime to Tillman. And for Wolverines trying to get ready for this Michigan State team as Grant just...
Yeah, they got it now.
Not taking advantage of it.
Matthews. Blocked from the back. Looked like Arns may have gotten a piece of it. Tillman used 4 seconds to shoot. That's a 3. Tough shot. Look at Rastakis. Powers back up, going glass.
Well, he's a right.
14.3 personals per game. That's tied for the 6th fewest of any team in the country.
Oh, nice job defensively by Henry, who's got 2.
Oh! Rastakis between 2 sandwiched because he's basically positionless. He can play just about any position on the floor. And like most of these international kids, guys, he's...
Phil, I'll skip that other. But this is a kid that...
Rastakis, the freshman. And we are tied seconds into the second half. Here's Winston. Terrific in the first half. Out of McQuaid. The senior out of Duncanville, Texas. Winston, beautiful backdoor cut.
Into their half-court offensive execution. Like on that play. Great cut. And what I liked about that last possession, it was ball movement, player movement, not the one-on-one game that we saw early in the first half.
Rastakis fouled on a 3.
Or a piece of orange.
World mentality now down already with...
This has been their offense. The ball screen, hit in the middle, either give it up or Teske
took his time, was patient, probing, cutting.
Cassius Winston, certainly for many of the experts, just in terms of how he coaches him. Close out by Tillman. 12 to shoot.
Nice job standing his guy. Look at this help, too. They got a bump at the end. Yeah.
Boy, Simpson sold it well. It's on
Coach.
I just love Goins on this. I know it's a terrific cut by Simpson, but he did so many things defensively.
Ohio native, 67. Terrific CBS crew here in Ann Arbor.
Big to both these programs. I know the NCAA is the top of the mountain, but boy, a little late denial and a giveaway on the floor. Expanding the dribbler like this.
Winston probing the defense, off balance, puts it down. down.
He's great keeping the dribble alive, isn't he?
Very similar in that regard, yes. Very patient with the ball.
14 points for the junior out of Detroit.
Nice hesitation. Pull is cool. Has a lot to brag about, but boy, that drag dribble back, and then the explosion to the tin and the finish.
At Minnesota earlier this week, he'd been struggling a bit,
but size won out.
Here comes Brazdeikis.
Gizzo will take him out.
He looked so tired at the end of that game against Rutgers on Wednesday night. Look at it here. Tillman.
Well, his backup is McQuaid at the point. Foster is another guy they play on occasion. There's a little nickel dimer by Tillman. 1-1.
Already a 1-1. 13 among major conference teams this year. They've been better.
Simpson on him.
For to shoot. McQuaid. Contact, and he got pulled to bite.
Smart, we see him side saddle, pump and side saddle. Here, initiate the contact. John not happy with it.
It's been true to the moment till this point. As he's led for nearly 11 minutes in Michigan. It has been a
point shot here. You're talking in the NBA, that's an automatic offensive foul. College, they give you a little more leeway in violating the other guy's.
Rematch on the final day of the regular season. It'll be played in East Lansing on March the 9th. Simpson! Henry finding Winston around a screen, and he answers.
Nice call from the side. They got 5-on-4 if they want.
Henry, the trailer, slithers inside, finding his man, and that is Goins.
That's because Teskey fell, was under the...
but couldn't put it down.
This is the guy right here, Matthews. He has to get going as he's able to.
All of a sudden, he's a well-rounded player now.
And for Izzo's money, heat in the country. And right now, Michigan under 40%.
Florida Gulf Coast, the only one that shot over that. And that's the guy that's got a really good
season meetings last year before Michigan had the last laugh. Aaron Henry, a freshman out of Indianapolis, got his first.
Super.
Here's Tillman, back to Winston. They'll reset with 10 to shoot. Winston against Simpson, so fitting, and Winston putting it down.
Good deep. Michigan State pressuring, making them take tough shots. Nothing easy.
Nice dive.
Oh, was that pretty?
A little too much of a
Tillman overplayed.
I think he was taking it. I know they've been doing a lot of driving. I think it Teskey a touch on the block.
Especially now with Winston on him. Got a mismatch inside.
They're not even looking.
Simpson, off balance. Is his fourth, so he has to be careful here with 4:05 remaining. Izzo will sit Tillman here. Can't imagine for very long. Winston probing.
Dangerous.
Backdoor. McQuaid, that's a good shot. Oh! And he gets the friendly
to set it up.
Biggest lead of the day for the Spartans. And what a run they have put together here down the stretch.
Nice little stuff of that ball screen.
Here comes the freshman. Swallowed up.
Get some passes, ball movement. Too much one-on-one.
Saw the shooting percentage for the Wolverines in the second half. This is Goins. Just hasn't hit the three-point stroke. And look at McQuaid. Offensive run here from McQuaid. 4 of 6 at the line today. 7-point lead.
Dan's got some connections in Michigan, though. That's sort of the background, too. And what an asset he has been.
I thought Poole should have taken him off the dribble. Had Kithier on him. Settle for that long three.
We come up on the final 2 minutes. Winston is bumped by Brazdeikis.
It depends on obviously where you were on the floor.
You have to sometimes make adjustments, but there's so much respect for Cap.
Charles Matthews, 1 of 8 from the field. And the party has begun behind that Michigan State bench.
If Spartans can pull this off, this would be huge.
Keshes.
4th leading scorer in the conference.
There's Ethan Happ up in Wisconsin. We got there's Xavier, too, another guy here.
That's Simpson. Goins the inbounder.
Nice
up by Matthews. Pull from deep.
Right this far, nothing really good happens. You may walk as your momentum's carrying you forward, or you may get a denial, and all of a sudden ringing a bell with a Trey's nylon.
Once again, shaky. 13-3 in conference.
One guy goes one way, one steps back the other.
Are you questioning Tom Izzo?
No question.
His game home winning streak from Michigan in serious jeopardy. Pulled again from deep.
Wow. How about this kid?
Possession game, but
got a perfect
trial, a miracle season number.
They got to make him use clock, and conversely,
Still trying to create the contact. No whistle. It's rebounded by Goins.
He still almost made that.
yeah, he almost did.
For the Spartans. And victory, they have been so dominant in this building. Hoping for one more stop here as Poole elevates. Rebound Goins and a couple of more free throws.
Maybe some things they didn't do well.
Offensively, though, just not any kind of rhythm, particularly there in that second.
With Ward until he's able to come back, and how much better it'll make them come March. As the Michigan State Spartans come to Ann Arbor and score themselves an incredibly gritty 20th of 1986. Amazing.